Hello, sweet souls. Welcome to Guy Fairy Tarot. Thank you for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. This message is going to be general and collective, so please only take what resonates. Someone in your energy has an artificial heart. Like, they're just fake. They don't know how to love. It's absolute, just 100% fake. An evil person in your energy is being exposed. Like, they're having to look in the mirror because of what they're manifesting. Like, the energy that they have been putting out has not been coming back for some reason, and now it's all coming back at once, and they're having to look at what they've created in their environment, and it proves that they're heartless. It proves that they're jealous. It proves that they're gluttonous, and they don't even recognize themselves. Like, I think that somebody has been getting away with something for so long that they have like become blinded to it, heartless. Like, their heart has become numb to their activities, and because nobody has been seeing it, they haven't been facing the consequences for their actions. And when there are no consequences for evil deeds, you become numb to it, especially the perpetrator. If they don't get in trouble and they continue to get away with it, they think, oh, okay, I'm not getting in trouble with it or for this, and maybe God's not recognizing what I'm doing, or maybe there is no God, right? So I can just do whatever I want. That's what this heartless person has been thinking, that there is no God and that they could do whatever they want. But now divine justice is coming, and they can't believe what they've done, and it has something to do with you and your DNA. Somebody feels uncomfortable in their own skin. This is also like vampire. She looks like a freaking vampire, and this is like it's a teardrop, a red teardrop, but like it's like a vial of blood, you know. It's a vampire that doesn't recognize themselves. Heartless entity that's a vampire. That is forced to be ordinary. Forced to, someone's being humbled. Absolutely. Humbled by a childlike energy, facing inner child, being humbled, being humbled for being immature. Immature, yes, okay. Someone was immature and now they're being humbled with wisdom by someone's faith. Faith and wisdom is humbling someone. Excellent, okay. And now they feel fated to suffer. They took a poisoned apple, or they were trying to give you a poisoned apple, and now they're fated to suffer. They tried to poison, they tried to get rid of someone innocent out of greed and envy and gluttony and all of those things, right? Like, they tried to take out someone innocent, and now they're fated to suffer. They attacked someone innocent, and now they're fated to suffer. A reality check for support that they were getting. This support group, this group that's been supporting each other, is getting a reality check because of an unspoken truth about social conditioning and being numb. I just said that. And having a bad attitude now for They need to step away. They're being forced to step away, and they've got a bad attitude about it. Attacking someone innocent. And through faith, they're being defeated with faith and wisdom for their immature actions. And yeah, you've got a victim mentality, reality check, that you're living in a victim mentality now. Oh, they're attacking me, right? Support group. This support group feels attacked. You were the right person. You were the wrong person for them to mess with. Reality check. Victim mentality. Are you really complaining you feel attacked by... You've been clinging to victimization like a lifeline, becoming a prisoner of your own making. Face your role in your story. Freedom comes from accepting responsibility for your life and actions. You have big dreams, but are your goals achievable? Contemplate fantasy versus reality, because manifestation without work is just delusion. You've acted recklessly. You're acting like you don't care and waiting for it to crash and burn. Be warned, it's easier to change course now than to clean up the mess later on. All right. Any more advice for these fools? The right person. Oh, fuck it. Collective. You nurture this relationship. It holds the potential for mutual growth and support for this phase of your journey. So you nurtured your relationship with God. You strengthened your faith. You may have also like done a lot of studying or something. God gave you the wisdom that you needed because you're the right person. God knew that you needed a higher consciousness or like maybe divine intervention, divine knowledge in order to get through something. But because of your innocence and because you're a good person and because you had no one to help you because of a fabricated incident, a fabricated life, a fabricated existence, because you're the right person, it was prophesied. You were a part of a prophecy, a secret prophecy that has been hidden so that you could be secretly attacked behind the scenes so that something wouldn't change, right? But God saw this, God recognized that you have been placed into a fabricated situation to make you look guilty when you're innocent, but God saw your innocence and God saw the plan, okay? So you strengthened your faith by intuitively, you strengthened your faith, you were called, and you answered the call because you're the right person, the chosen one, if you believe in that. They messed with the wrong one. Okay. Somebody is trying to use words to compete with you. You're speaking about ambition, expressing yourself. You're succeeding through all odds with something that you're speaking, expressing yourself about a male energy, a masculine, saying something about a masculine energy or a collective of masculine energies, and being vain, being shallow, chasing superficial beauty, materialism, speaking about these things, and how it has absolutely nothing to do with the heart space, huh? Intuition, following intuition, maybe also how being shallow impacts your subconscious and the currents of your emotions. Being shallow really impacts your emotions in ways that practicing true self-love shallow and vanity, being shallow and being vain are like anti-love things. I don't know. You can't really get to know a person when you're focusing on the exterior. There's a gateway, an opportunity. You took an opportunity with your intuition. Oh, your intuition told you about an opportunity. All right, let's see. Because you're the right person. That's what I was saying. Like, intuitively, you knew that like something had to change. You had to change something. You're speaking something with your intuition about something, past, present, and future. This is like assessing a situation and then making an informed decision based off of the past experiences and how you see that playing out in the future. So maybe that's what intuition is. You don't have all the information, but you know what you need to do moving forward. This has to do with being shallow. Make an informed decision about being shallow, about beauty and vanity. Making an informed decision about beauty and vanity and being lazy. Oh, somebody is shallow and lazy. This is the decision that you made. Okay. So someone in your energy, you've assessed somebody's actions, past, present, and future. Like, you see what they've done in the past, you're assessing what is going on in the future, and it is a consistent, this person is shallow and lazy, and in the future you know that you don't want to do this. Something to do with the known unknown, the tarot cards. It's like maybe you don't know fully that this is the intention. Somebody wants to make you shallow and lazy. Being shallow and lazy will impact a reading or a gift or messages, divine messages. This is the doorkeeper. This is how they were expecting to be able to control messages with your craft. So you you do something intuitive, like, again, like you were saved from a situation because of your intuition, but in order to hold you back from this gift, from expanding on this gift, they thought they would be able to control the passage, like control the give and take of the messages, the reception of the messages, by making you shallow and lazy. That's how they were expecting to control the job that you're doing. Yeah. Mindfulness, lightness, impermanence. They thought they would make something impermanent. They thought that they could make you quit something, a new beginning. Messenger of the gods. Yes, and you get a new beginning because you're very, very diligent. You woke up to something. Somebody trying to create conflict in your life and make you sluggish and procrastinate. Yeah, this warrior, berserker. This is a person. At first I thought it was your energy, but no. This is a person that is in your energy that is wearing two faces. They are playing both sides. In front of your face, I've said this in the past, in front of your face, they act like a complete gentleman, but behind the scenes, they are an absolute tyrant. A bear behind the scenes, creating conflict to your creative endeavor. This is you, Gerd. She keeps coming out too. You made a judgment. It's a fair judgment. It is. And you're very wise. You're very wise in this decision that you're intuitively making. You're cutting through the suspense. Like, somebody wanted to create conflict behind the mask by constantly keeping you in suspense. And this would create unresolved emotions. and it would bring you back out of your awakening and make you shallow and make you lazy because you're in your emotions and constantly wondering, oh, this gentleman, oh, this tyrant, I need him to want me, right? But they didn't want you to wake up to the fact that this is a tyrant who's playing both sides. Yep. Making a decision. This is the decision that somebody is lazy and shallow. It's like all good decision. This is a decision that was made through a reading, received from a reading. Make a decision based off of a reading or based off of the known unknown. Doesn't necessarily have to be a tarot card reading. Somebody's secretly competing with you. That is also something. This person is competitive, in competition. That's weird. Okay. Now, for real. 3, the right person. Wisdom and faith, the right person. You're a brave traveler. Traveling to hell and back and making it through. You're the right person. This is not what they were anticipating. Yeah, and this is you 10 steps ahead. It's like you're already in the frame of the next thing, and these people are that far behind you trying to chase you, right? Like, yeah. You're the right person. Brave traveler. Crafty meat of poetry. You have a way with words. This is why you're the right person. You have no fear of traveling alone. You have no fear of being in the depths. This is conflict. This is what you're creating conflict behind the mask. Your strength. The fact that you're a brave traveler and you're doing something with words. Creating conflict. The right person. Cutting through some sort of darkness and fog in order to clear up a disorder. The disorder that's occurring. Darkness and fog that is like smoke and mirrors created around some sort of malfunction, corruption. This is an opportunity. You received a warning that there's a gateway, there's an opportunity for us to cut through this mask here with a creative endeavor that you're calling judgment on. I think those are the same cards, but yeah, some sort of endeavor. Something creative that you're doing is cutting through fog. Loyalty, and you're very loyal to this. Maintain your loyalty. Loyalty. And advisors. This also may be shedding light. The first human woman. Loyalty to women. Or this is like loyalty to creation, fertility, abundance. Abundance, but not like competitive abundance, compassion, love, nurturing, right? This is what you're loyal to. Maybe transition the economy to where it's more caring to the people that are involved in it. You're a protector, a fierce protector who is like conquering a dragon for the planet, for the family, trying to reestablish the family after this dragon has been attacking it. Behind the mask, darkness. This darkness, and this is also like a man and this dark horse, right? A masculine energy and a dark horse that has been attacking the planet and attacking the femininities, attacking women, attacking the family unit. Clarity. This is clarity here. And they've been using your fears to do so. You have control over your fears as well. Sif. So Sif, like her hair was her pride and joy, right? And I can't remember who it was, but somebody came, I think it was Loki, came and cut her hair off, right? And so it's like, and she's stripped bare naked. I can't show her, but she's stripped bare naked. Her hair was cut off, but it was done to her for no reason, right? And so I think it was Loki, I can't remember, but someone made her this headdress, and it was it's never going to fully replace, the hair. The hair will grow back. It will, you'll heal in time, but God placed a crown on your head because of the injustice that you experience. It's like the anointing that has occurred because of an injustice. All right. Brave traveler, let's see, conflict. Something that you're saying is creating conflict behind the scenes. Your innocence. Your innocence is creating conflict behind the scenes, as well as planning. You're standing at a crossroads, ready to expand your horizons. Take time to evaluate your options and make a plan. With focus and determination, you can set a foundation for success. The future is in your hands. Choose with purpose. So whatever this situation is, it's like you're in control right now because of something that happened in the past, an awakening. You woke up and you made the right choice, and that's why you're in control of the situation, because you listened to the guidance. About a mystery, even though it was a mystery, you didn't know the path ahead. But you defended yourself anyway. You didn't know what you were fighting against. This is like, somebody attacking you in the dark, and you're just swinging. You defended yourself, but you couldn't see where the attacks were coming from. But God was telling you, punch left. You punched left, and bam, direct hit, right? God said, move back. You moved back, bam, they missed you, right? So it's like you were wearing a blindfold, and you were dancing in the dark with God, and now you get to create whatever you want. Somebody was creating a mystery about who you are behind the scenes, creating a mystery. You are a mystery. Innocence. Your innocence is a mystery. Interesting. Ooh, they could have known you were a mystery as a child. Brave traveler. Speaking something. Conflict. Why is this creating conflict behind the mask? Because you are inspiring harmony. You want peace, love, and harmony for everyone. That's why it's creating conflict behind the mask. Because it's deprogramming. Something's going to be over. There's going to be an ending, inspiration and harmony. Somebody wants to end your inspiration transition, moving on to calmer waters, inspiring harmony and peace, moving on. You're moving away from difficulties toward a calmer phase of life. This journey may require letting go, but it promises healing and peace. Trust the process as you navigate this transition. Okay, so you're inspiring people to find harmony by letting go of people, places, and things that are bringing imbalance and chaos in their life. And this is creating conflict for people that were feeding off of and relying on this chaos. They're losing. They're going to lose because of this clarity, the clarity of this fabricated conflict in order to harvest energy. The mystery. This is the mystery. Where was the conflict coming from? Why has this corruption become so rampant? Who are the people that are running it and behind it, right? Okay. Message to a wealthy man. This is a message to a wealthy man, or a wealthy man has received a message about sudden wealth, message about sudden wealth, and a family room, and a courthouse, and a pathway to sudden wealth in the courthouse. A main female is on the pathway to sudden wealth in the courthouse, and a wealthy man is receiving a message about this. A child, inspiring a child, inspiring childhood healing as well. Oh, the divine path to healing a child, inspiring and loving and nurturing the children. Someone's inspiration was maybe ending someone's innocence, ending a child. This is what's being seen in the courthouse, is a pathway that somebody chose and what their motive was. Inspiration, child pathway, a wealthy man. All right. This was somebody's inspiration, a wealthy man, pathway to a child. Child pathway, actually, hold on. I'm gonna get clarification on that in a minute. Harmony, why is harmony here, Spirit? Not thinking? Someone's not thinking. Harmony means getting out of your head. Finding internal balance, internal harmony. Oh, okay. So at first I was getting something sinister from this, but honestly, this is like you are inspiring children to find the pathway to like spiritual wealth. And when you find spiritual, emotional, and like internal, when you feel full inside, that's when your external environment fills up as well. So inspiring the nurturing of the children in order to like illuminate the pathway to physical and spiritual wealth by, like not traumatizing the child, inspiring the child instead of traumatizing them. And finding internal balance and harmony, getting out of your head, stop overthinking, not overthinking about something. Thoughts in reverse. About stability, not having to worry so much about stability. Harmony, maturity. Getting out of your head, maturity. Grow up, grow up and stop trying to take the stability of others. It's been a fabricated disharmony, and behind the scenes, the stability of humanity has been knocked out of balance, and it's been on purpose. It's so that you can't be, you are not in control of your own thoughts. Having to worry about stability as well holds back maturity. Like it holds back you being able to mature fully, because if you're constantly having to worry about work, it's like mindless things that are zapping your mind. You should be gaining wisdom, you should be gaining knowledge, you should be taking that time, because we have a short amount of time here on earth. You should be using that time to pursue knowledge and pursue other things. But constantly being in your thoughts about stability makes you want to numb. It makes you want to numb yourself, right? And when you numb yourself, you don't expand your horizons, you don't mature. It holds back the maturity. Trauma and lack of stability. Honestly, for parents, lack of stability induces, not blaming anybody, but it induces abusive behaviors. sudden wealth, transitioning to luck, transitioning to sudden wealth, abundance, luck. Once you move away from destruction, that's when blessings come. Change. How to change your financial status is finding peace and balance internally and healing your childhood wounds. Imprisonment, false person. Somebody was getting false. Oh, this is how. Okay, so in order to get past the enslavement of humanity, essentially, because it's like a whole group of false people that have been imprisoning imprisoning children and imprisoning adults. Like, they started at childhood, but it's a generational thing, right? If parents don't mature fully because they're constantly worried about stability, and they're mind numbing themselves because they're worried about stability, that creates trauma in the child, and that trauma in the child makes them not only not have a good outlook in life. I see my parents struggling, that's what I have to look forward to, so it creates turmoil internally from childhood. And it's been created by a group of false people that get sudden wealth by people being trapped in their head, imprisoned by this imprisonment, this human slavery, modern day slavery. That was the term that I was looking for. Modern day slavery, by keeping people mentally trapped. They're not putting you behind bars, but behind obvious bars, but they are putting you in a fabricated mental trap, so that you never have peace, so that this cycle never closes. Trying to keep strong, independent females in poverty with a family, getting them in relationships, and then saying that you had a lover. Okay, this may be specific. Someone tried to have you put in poverty in your family. Someone in your family tried to have you put in poverty and then get you in a relationship, and then say you have lovers, right? So you're in a relationship, somebody says that you're cheating, and then they send a message of concern from this community about being concerned about somebody in a marriage, and then sending a message of concern about death. Okay, so, all right, that's funny. This is the expectation of a great fortune, judgment in the courthouse. This was why they took a trip. Somebody took a trip, they traveled to change something with a privileged lady and your high honor, because they were receiving unexpected income for an investment into a job. So this is like some unexpected income. Someone invested into a job and they were receiving this is like passive income from an investment. They're in despair though, because a mature woman and a main male were planning to do something in the future with an official person. Stealing a gift by putting somebody in bad health. This was supposed to happen in the future. A mature woman and a main male were planning to put somebody in bad health in the future. But they're in despair now because they traveled to put you, they traveled to try and change the status of your honor, and it's by saying that you cheated on somebody that you were in a relationship with, but it was a lie. Something was a lie here. Your bad health. Saying that you gave somebody bad health. That was the plan. Somebody was going to say that you gave them something in the future, and they were going to take you to court. That was going to happen in the future? That is so flippin' weird, man. Rapid rise, sudden recognition. This is an unexpected breakthrough. Trust the signs. So, message received. You're bouncing back though. You've got the message. Stay resilient. Somebody can't keep you down. This was a plan in the future. Somebody was expecting to say that you gave them something. Bounce back in your safe space, expecting to bounce back, treating you like an emotional sanctuary. Bounce back in your safe space. And now you're getting a status upgrade because you're protecting your peace. All right. Inspiration, wealthy man, false person. Okay, so what do you want to tell us, Spirit? Shadow work. These false people need to do shadow work. Face your hidden fears. Explore your dark emotions. Accept imperfection. Meet your darker self. False people, you're a demon behind the scenes. You need to be honest. It's fragmenting your soul, and it is going to, it's not going to be good for you if you don't fix this. Clout chaser in reverse. Stop chasing clout. Divine timing in reverse. Patience required. Trust the process. Perfect timing when it's meant to be in reverse. Oh, when you're chasing clout, God's never going to come through. The only way that you get famous off of being a clout chaser is with corruption. So that says something. Divine gifts don't go to clout chasers. Closure, sneaky link, boundaries. Okay, so you need to get closure with somebody. Private meeting, discreet, that's let go of somebody that only wants discreet intimacy. Enough is enough. Protect your peace. Poker face in reverse, hiding true feelings. Somebody can't hide their true feelings. That about discreet intimacy. Somebody can't hide their true feelings, that there's closure. Impossible to read. Emotionally detached in reverse. You'll never know in reverse. Okay, so maybe you are closing something out with somebody because you found out about something and you spoke up about setting boundaries. You were very vocal about setting boundaries because you found something out. And because of that, somebody cannot hide their true feelings. They can't wear a poker face anymore. This catfish. Getting closure with the catfish. Exposing somebody that's been pretending to be somebody else online. Fake profile, deceptive images, not who you think I am. Hustle mode. A catfish that's been grinding hard, very determined. A catfish has been working very hard to secure the bag. Oh no, and now they can't hide their true feelings because you're speaking up about it, you're talking about it. You gotta stop talking about it because I'm a catfish and I was never supposed to be seen. Somebody cut things off with me because of a sneaky link. Somebody put up boundaries because private meetings. Somebody stopped having private meetings with somebody and now they can't hide their feelings because something's being spoken up about. Fake perfection, artificial beauty, unrealistic standards filtered beyond recognition, about being shallow. That's like what came out in the beginning. All these catfish that base their entire existence and income and everything, what they're hustling, they hustle behind the scenes based off of people being shallow. This is how they secure the bag from you. So if you set up boundaries, stop doing this discreet, sneaky link, Tinder, right swipe, one night stand energy. Stop doing that. Get closure with that energy. And stop wearing a poker face. Stop hiding your true feelings. Speak up about how you really feel. It is going to completely destabilize this energy. This catfish will have no more power over humanity. Whatever these scam artists will have no more power over humanity if humanity stops being so fucking shallow. Photoshop, faking perfection. It's obvious that shit's not real. That Photoshop side, it's going to overturn this side hustle. These people that are working behind the scenes, always on their grind, unbothered in reverse. Somebody's very pissed about what you're saying. Somebody's very upset about what you're saying about people being shallow, waking people up to being shallow. Oh, because they're not going to be able to get people in these fake relationships, these fake temporary seasonal relationships that they use to scam people. Love bombing. Oh, the soul contracts, these fake soul contracts, getting people to sign their life away off of love bombing, being able to tell when something's not real because it's fake perfection. It's obviously not perfection when it's love bombing and Photoshop and makeup and shallow and materialism, right? Look in the mirror. Face yourself in others. Reflective relationships, self-awareness. What you see is you. So if you are chasing fake, you're going to get fake. If you're chasing real, you're going to get real, right? If you're chasing fake, the odds of you being scammed and taken advantage of are very high. You need to look in the mirror. Am I getting scammed? What does that say about me? Do I continue to get taken advantage of? What does that say about me, right? You're attracting something, not trying to be harsh here, but somebody needs a wake-up call. It's a spiritual awakening, sudden clarity, urgent awareness. Can't ignore it anymore. Somebody is wearing a mask. Somebody's wearing a mask. Hiding emotions, concealing true self, afraid to show reality. No one sees the real me because all they want is the comfortable wealth. They're willing and able to hide who they truly are in order to get a come up off of you. Wanting to enjoy the rewards because they feel like they deserve it. Behind the mask, somebody feels like they deserve it. Afraid to settle down, avoiding intimacy. Fear of loss of freedom. It's complicated. Yeah, somebody is expecting to get a luxury life off of you without ever committing. It's fucking ridiculous. Trying to lead somebody on and use them for their money. This blind date, a surprise meeting. Somebody popped up into your life, and now they're wanting you to wait it out. They're going to take advantage of you. They just want to hold. Somebody, friend zone deja vu, that like you've been through this before. You know this cycle. This is crazy. Breadcrumbing in reverse. You're no longer putting up with breadcrumbing. Absolutely not. Deja vu. Exposed. Somebody's exposed for breadcrumbing. You see this for what it is. Trying to sugarcoat a situationship. Yeah, fucking right. Wearing plastic smiles. Oh yeah, I'm not working with somebody behind the scenes to scam you and to steal from you and to take advantage of you and to knock you off your divine path and to have you in your head. Yeah, that's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. You know better. I don't know what you're talking about. You know better. It's gross. It's gross. Somebody's foundations are crumbling now because you're holding back pennies. You're making wise choices. Somebody's foundation is crumbling. It's a tower. Stealth, swift, good fortune. Because of ancient wisdom, you're a fucking alligator. You move with great force, and somebody's experiencing a tower. You found peace, resolution, you're protected, using ancient wisdom to protect yourself. It's like our beautiful ancient future. I love that card. All right, what else? Trust. You have a friend doing nothing with someone you like. Quiet comfort. Comfortable, hanging out, trust. Trust you're not alone. Also, somebody wants you to trust them. You have something good coming in. Trust that you have something good coming in. There's an excellent opportunity in the future that is going to be sweet and exciting. Not a good card in reverse. Eyes in reverse. Watching in reverse. Gossip in reverse. Stalking, slander, looking deeper, hidden accounts. All this stuff is coming to light. Trust. Caution. Eyes are watching. Not what it appears from the outside. Give gratitude, be happy. Okay. So you have a friend. Trust that you have a friend that's watching, and you have something positive coming in, because all the people that have been stalking and watching and gossiping and slandering you are being watched. They're being watched. So give gratitude, be happy, be grateful, have a great attitude. Life can't keep you down because you're bouncing back. Have fun, you're getting into the swing of things. Progress, renewal, promising times ahead. Movement. There will be movement maybe in your future. This is something positive. You're going to go to a comfortable space. Let's see. A green-eyed monster is actually, a green-eyed monster is going to have no peace. There's progress being made towards removing the peace of a green-eyed monster. Impatient, protection in reverse. Something cannot be grown anymore. Feel at home anywhere in reverse. This person, remain true to your path in reverse. This person is so weak, or this group, this green-eyed monster is so weak. What goes up must come down. Repeating cycles, getting a higher view. Somebody's getting a higher view about this green-eyed monster, and that's why there's promising times ahead. The risk, fresh mindset, playful, be flexible, innocence. A friend. Let's see. A friend sees that you're innocent, so be flexible, be adaptive, keep an open mind. Movement. Oh, you're gonna have to take a leap of faith. I feel like there's movement in the future. You're gonna take a leap of faith. Stressed. A green-eyed monster is stressed because you get a new beginning. A green-eyed monster feels stuck in a situation. Things are not working out as planned. In a jam, a sticky situation. Okay, that's why there's no peace. There's no peace here because a green-eyed monster's in a sticky situation because they tried to overpower someone. Rhinoceros. Yeah. Because everything they did, they were impatient. Everything that they did, they needed to control it. They needed to get the wealth and success. A beast who allows nothing to stand in their way. Okay, what goes up must come down. Because you were an absolute beast on this journey, conservation, stamina, self-sufficiency, survival. Your survival is what is turning the wheel of karma. Your journey, travel, wisdom. Bounce back, give gratitude. You have stamina. You have the mindset like of conservation, not conservative. Like conservatives aren't conservative. Conservatives are consumption based just like everybody else. I'm talking true conservation of the planet. What goes up must come down for this hoe, this sneaky bee. These people that have a hidden agenda, secretive, all these secrets, red flags, karma. Be happy, give gratitude, because people are gonna get karma for what they chose to do on this journey. Sit, rest. This is the karma. You're gonna have to think about what you've done. Be sad, look back at what you've done. Sit in your own stubbornness. Somebody is gonna be sad that you get a successful end. Somebody's mad that you're other people are going to see your value. They're reminiscing back about how every day, like, you always make the most of the day. That's why you're successful. Understand, somebody needs to think about the necessity for hard work. And somebody's mad that they can't make you work for pennies anymore. Fucking what? Your business is going to be profitable, and this is going to be your karma. That's ridiculous. This rhinoceros that would do anything for money, that was celebrating too early, expecting to get rewards without doing the work. Yeah, you get to celebrate because of your wisdom, because of your growth. You're fearless. This is also bees. This is like a hive mind working very hard to get to get the reward. The main entity is a rhinoceros that is employing a whole bunch of little honeybees so that they can continue getting their cake and eating it too. Everybody just cashing in off of other people, a group of false people, pretending to be a stand-up dude, but they're actually trash behind the scenes because of something to do with children. Trash, pretending to be a stand-up dude, but having something to do with children. Disgusting, fucking, ugh. All right, I'm sorry, that made me angry. You're a brave traveler. Conflict behind the mask here. Massive conflict behind the mask that needs to be ended. Somebody wearing two faces. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.